Okay, and we're back. Turn 28, Rams game, joined by Blackmane. Blackmane, how you doing?
I am fantastic. Let's get into it.
Here we go. Battle in Flagra. Flagra attacked Tianqi, but was defeated. This looks
Mm,
expensive.
Pretty bad for Flagra by the looks.
Very little loss. What happened here? All the junk cause a HP route?
Must have been. So he seems to have not quite scripted it,
Yeah, taking
or at
a
least
look.
undisciplined.
Yep.
Okay, so he was twice spawning those tyrants.
Oh, and he's got the shrouds. So now these are undead regen
Okay,
ethereal.
we finally see it happen.
This is pretty cool. Taking a look, you got 27 defense, 100 hit points, some regen. Magic resistance is still extremely low.
Yeah, Mar 15. I mean, it's a huge meme, but at least he got to use it
Yeah,
before the end.
prot's pretty
Game.
high. Yeah, I don't hate these things. Trample shoes, interesting. I don't understand trample shoes and boosting attack skill. Um,
That's a interesting combination.
but yeah,
Yeah, and shock weakness.
yeah. I, hey, whatever works for you.
Yeah, look, I don't love it, but I'm glad that they got to try out their crazy build.
These things are really cool. The Cursed Tyrants,
People main gosh.
four
Yeah, this is
arms,
cool.
two misks. This thing's got a tremendous amount of regen. Wait, shouldn't it have 30% regen? Oh, it's
It's not
undead
undead.
regen in the blast.
Yeah.
Even still, I love these things. Okay, let's see what
All the
happens.
forearm chassis are just really good.
Yeah, those
Uh,
Cyclopses just melted.
he's coming in.
Yeah, they're already breaking.
Yeah, just a big HP route.
Yep.
What happened to the other one already? Still there? Oh yeah, it's still there. I feel like if they'd sent just the god and the thugs, they may have actually won this.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. Um, I don't think the god is strong enough to hold.
No, maybe not.
It's taking some heavy chip damage.
Maybe just the three thugs then would have been the play.
Yeah, I think so. Does this guy end up dying?
Is Berserk.
Yep, he's berserk.
Just get in there. So this is like a mass trample. Oh no, he's
Oh, he.
Berserk ended.
Oh, his berserk. He fatigued out.
Yeah. Not need to be fatigue neutral for that to work,
Yep.
unfortunately.
Had it worked though, this guy would have done some serious damage.
Yeah, this could have worked. This strategy absolutely could have worked.
Yeah,
Like it was just the all of the chaff got in the way, caused HP route.
yeah. But yeah, the cursed tyrant survives, the right giants survive, and so does the god. So yeah, just look at the lack of mages from the Tianqi side. That's dangerous. They
That is
easily
very
could have
dangerous,
lost this
right?
whole army.
Yeah, I mean, take two, they may actually lose it if they stick around on this cap.
Yep.
Let's see if they learn their lesson. If they watch that battle, they'll see that they very easily could have lost. They'll need to retreat and come up with a solution.
Another one of our favorite pastimes, a little bit of a
The
back and
rating.
forth rating. Oh wow, very efficient party here from Ulm. Taking out the free spawn. This must be a throne, right? Raka.
Yeah, that's the throne. Must be. Yep.
Oh, Throne of Fortune, which is very helpful for Ulm because that Black Steel
Yeah.
Colossus is expensive, and they did not have perfect scales.
Great for them.
Yeah, I think Asphodel has gone AI at this point.
Ah, that makes sense.
Just clicking through this quickly. That's a lot of goblins. Rely may have gone AI as well.
Yeah, it looks suspiciously like they have. We should be able to check.
Where would we?
Just look in, I think, statistics. Pretenders of the world.
Oh, just rely. Okay.
Huh. So I suppose still kicking.
Yep. Oh, Ryuga grabbing some while the getting's good. Let's see how they're equipping these guys. Very basic equipment.
I think their research is extremely poor.
Yep.
Construction too, maybe. So using what they can get.
But with these paths and with their bless, they don't need much. Regen,
very
chill,
strong
and
battlers.
fortitude. Yeah, throw some iron skin on there. And they're, yeah, close to 30 prot.
Yeah, at that point it's difficult to deal with. You'd probably need some cold resistance and a great sword of sharpness because they have very low defense. So.
Little indie attack on Tianqi. Ooh.
Ah, we have bogus.
Yeah, slightly larger indie attack on Atlantis.
This is the unique one.
Yep.
Which is not the worst thing because if you're lucky, you can get their unique items.
Yeah. So, turn 28. We'll take a quick look at the graphs, see if anything pops out. Provinces, Ulm starting to separate from the pack a little bit again. Closing in from a fort perspective. Yeah, strong performance by Ulm here. Let's see if they can turn it through the mid-game. Gemin comes Shamba. Quite a large lead there.
Wow. Huge.
That's going to be interesting to watch. Research. Looks like Ulm actually took a step back from research. Must have delabbed some mages. But
yeah.
Tianqi coming on strong. Look at that. They're down and then they are right up there.
Beautiful exponential graph.
Yeah. And then, oh, Phaeicia's right up there with Shamba and Shinu.
Well, we saw they had at least Thunderstrike. Probably some other things too.
Yeah, but that's Evo 4 at turn 27, right?
Evo, I think Thunderstrike is Evo 5. Quick look. So, yeah, I mean, it's nothing special at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ulm is definitely the dominant position. But this is a common thing. Ulm is quite strong early. They often get a decent transition to mid-game. And then it's how they use that mid to late transition that determines whether they can pull a win out from it.
Yep. The Flagra's still holding on to quite a bit of their land. I'm really surprised Phaeacia hasn't capitalized on this.
It's very surprising, actually. I think all their other neighbors are so busy. They're actually holding on pretty well. all
Yeah.
things considered.
Okay, let's jump into turn 29.
Oh, and you're right. Thunderstrike is EO 4. I stand corrected.
Yeah, I play a lot of air nations. It really, without summon air power or a communion, though, the fatigue from it, it's essentially a Evo 5
Oh yeah.
spell.
Oh, one shot and then you're asleep.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, I know why I was thinking of 0-5. It's because I'm only usually casting out if I put Storm up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we go. Wouldn't be another turn without some back and forth raiding between Yis and Phaeacia. Atlantis doing some cleanup work on Rely. Ooh. Oh, never mind. They won. Okay. Yeah.
Yep, nice
Grabbing
cleanup.
another throne. Let's see what throne this is. Oh, not a bad one.
Oh, very nice.
Unlocks, yeah, a pretty good mage for Ulm, I would say. A very good mage for
Yep.
Ulm.
Sure, loves more diversity.
Yep. Although I do believe they have Astral and Fire through the randoms on the Mage Smith, right? Or the Master Smith. Yeah, but very
They
low
do, yeah.
chances.
Yeah, much lower. And you can't get the Astral 2, Fire 2.
Yep. So yeah, great pickup for Ulm there. A little more cleanup work on the leftovers of Asphodel. Oh, what are we
And
doing
there it
here?
goes. That they did not learn their lesson, sadly.
They stormed.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Tianxi. This is bad.
that is a huge reversal. Always watch your battle reports, guys. You get caught out. Alright, scores have gone up.
Yeah. These guys buffed up. They've got enough protection. Like we were saying, strength is low on this Cav. You have no buffs coming in, and then you just have quickness. So
Yeah.
if you can't overcome the hurdle,
Yeah, the quickness is doing nothing at this point, basically.
yep. And then, yeah, they're just going to get trampled down slowly. Let's see where that god went, actually. He flying to the back lines. Yep. And this is actually probably good for him, getting him away
Whoa.
from those Cav. And yeah, that Death Gaze
Yeah,
is just gonna,
cleaning them up.
yeah.
Flawless execution by Flagra here.
Yeah, great work, Flagra. No complaints. Yeah, that Death Gaze is great against this massive crossbows. Yeah, and it doesn't look like these giants were ever in too much difficult or too much trouble. Now that said, TC is quite large. They do have a very strong research advantage. How big of a
Yeah,
setback
losing
is
this.
this?
I mean, it's definitely a reversal, but the setback, I think, depends entirely on how well TC adapts. I think that TC is big enough and has enough research that they can, if they do a bit of testing, do a bit of theory crafting, they'll just come up with solutions to these giants. It shouldn't be too difficult. But if they just keep throwing Redguard into Flagra, then they're not going to do very well. This will be the beginning of the end.
This, yeah, especially unsupported Redguard.
Yeah. And I think, I don't know MATC that well, but I think they get Death 1 mages. Let's have a quick look. In which case, you can just dust to dust the whites.
Chinook just continues to get hit by these independent attacks, but they've got some forces in the field now and didn't lose the province. But man, they're getting hammered.
Just hammered, yeah.
And
Looks
then
like
there goes
MATC
Asphodel.
does not have Death One, so I'll have to think of a different solution.
Okay, so our first player is officially eliminated, with our second player not long behind. Any final thoughts on turn 29?
I think the big point of interest now will be who Ulm attacks next, and what Ryugo is going to do next. I feel like these are two big powerhouses. Because the water Relais is now dead, so all the water nations, except for Yiz, who's still locked in this forever war, are going to have to do something. And Ulm clearly wants to snowball from here into victory. That's, I mean, the straightforward play from here.
Yep.
So, how do they attack?
Okay, here we go, turn 30.
Great.
And honestly, with Yiz locked in this forever war, I want to see Atlantis or Ryugo, someone punish them. I think it's
It must be coming. Yeah.
I think it's a good opportunity for Atlantis, I think in particular, to maybe consolidate the pond. But yeah, we'll see.
Either Yiz or kill Phasia.
Yeah,
Or both.
why not both? Okay, here we go. TC cleaning up some of those other Phlegra provinces. Our forever raiding back and forth. That's a lot of Monarch Knights to spend killing 3 PD.
Yeah, what a strange war.
Atlantis pinging a throne. Phlegra clearing off their cap. Oh, interesting. Atlantis probably wasn't expecting that.
I
So,
think that's the mercenary, so they might have just been throwing it away.
oh, the Hydromancer's the mercenary?
Yep. Oh, no, actually, I'm not so sure. The one that comes with the water elemental isn't the mercenary. I think the one that comes with the big fish is the mercenary. So this may have just been a mistake.
Ulm does some cleanup. Oh, Shamba finally took that throne. Oh, and this is an interesting unit here. You see 42 kills on the Snow Lions. There's been a lot of talk and discussion
Oh,
about
yeah.
them. This is a summon from Shamba. Relatively cheap, I think 4 or 5 gems per. Comes with Lion's Roar, which is a magic resist negates Soul Slay, but it's AoE. So,
Very cool.
yeah, can clear out quite a bit in front of it. Let's see how they use them in this. It does look like they got 40 plus kills. And they are sacred, which is interesting, so they can be buffed quite well.
Here's a little buff pile here where it looks.
Yep.
Quickness, I'm guessing.
Some
Yeah, Iron Warrior's quickness.
quickness, Iron Warrior's body ethereal. Let's see which ones. Yeah. So you look here, you got body ethereal, you got 20 prot, 30 hit points. Obviously, this bless wasn't designed for them, but could be. And then you've got some fear, and then decent stats. But it's the Lion's Roar that's really cool, and it's length 5, which is interesting.
Yeah, very nice.
And yeah,
The length is not, I think, too important because it
yeah,
doesn't
can't be
factor into the power.
repelled. And then attack 10.
So, which I think also doesn't mean too much because it's an AoE attack. So it'll auto hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But that's
And then it also adds fear
even better.
in a large area.
Yeah, brutal.
Let's see what these guys do. There. Here they are. Oh,
Oh,
they're just clearing
brutal.
up. Yeah, look at all those 999s. Very cool to see. I'm a fan of these things.
Yeah, what a cool unit.
Yeah. Let's check. Strongdale. What throne did they grab? Oh, not that good. But a
Not
throne's
amazing,
a
but
throne.
MR is always generically useful.
Ulm continues
Better
to
than the
clean up.
Throne of Pestilence or something. Throne of Death.
TC doing a little cleanup. Air gems. Wow, another indie attack.
Or Shunyama. It's just been a PvE game for them this whole time.
They're holding now, so the provinces aren't being flipped, but that's pretty crazy, the number of independent attacks given their size. Yeah, this is a tremendous amount of province defense. Oh, this is their capital.
Oh wow, good touch on the cap. Lucky they had those extra units patrolling.
Yep. And then independence into Ulm. Oh, Barb's got taken down. Oh, the Meteorite Guard did work.
Mm.
Yeah, if you can repel Barbs, they become a lot easier to deal with. Okay, let's pop the graphs. Provinces. Yep, that Ulm gap's a little bit larger now. Forts. Oh, who's that right behind Ulm? Is that the dragons? Wow, look at this. So, as you may remember, the dragons were incredibly slow to get their first fort online. Then they took a huge jump to match Ulm, essentially in one turn. And then they've taken another huge jump here to catch up to Ulm again.
We've really got into macro phase now. They're just building up. Is their research starting to come online, or is it still?
We'll see. They're right there from an income perspective, even given their atrocious scales. Oh, gem income. Ulm did some site searching.
Yeah. Power of remote site search, I think. Although maybe that was all of their majors going out because we saw that big research dip.
Yeah.
Could be sending all the majors out.
Dragon's research is still terrible.
Yeah, not much yet. Slowly climbing.
Yeah, it looks like Ulm's starting to pick up again. They took the slight, but now it looks like, yeah, they're getting back to work. And then TC is leveling off a bit. Looks like they may have taken some mages out.
Yeah, sensible. I think they need some of them now.
Yep. Flagra, unfortunately, as expected, is starting to fall behind here. And then Yiz is starting to ramp up.
Those coastal forts finally coming online.
Let's take, yeah, no globals online yet. Turn 30.
It's a little unusual, but there has been a lot of fighting.
Yeah, it just looks like a decent amount. Oh, wow. Another great site for Ulm.
Ulm is getting really great magic site luck here.
Oh, they did also grab Asphodel, which is another 7 gems.
Oh, fantastic for them.
Yeah, so... Yeah, and then they must have gone out and done some site searching. A free citadel for Ulm. Just what they needed. Anything to note here before we wrap this video?
No, I think it was all covered. Hopefully we'll get to see... I'm really excited now about the Flagra TC war. Because TC is so huge, Flagra is so tiny. Can TC adapt and kill those last couple of giants?
Yeah, let's see what we got here. An army moving in, potentially. Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of armies, but army is not going to do it against the thugs. They need counter thug.
Yiz has got a lot of forces massing near this throne. Great throne.
So maybe another fight here?
Yeah. Be interesting to see. And then,
Does look like Yiz is slowly winning the rating. Facia's not
yeah,
really doesn't really have any of the provinces near Yiz anymore. They've
yep,
been repelled. I
yeah,
think Ryugo Atlantis is going to eat Facia. That would be the logical play now.
yeah. Unfortunately, I think if Facia had turned into Flegra and maybe made peace with Yiz, they could have consolidated a little bit better. But there's very few forts along this coast. Very easy for Ryuga or Atlantis to
Yeah,
do a massive alpha strike.
they can just come straight in and clean it up. It's a pity because their big air evo minions would have killed Flagra's thugs
Yep.
because they don't have any shock resistance. But alas, stuck in the forever war.
It
We'll see
happens
what happens.
sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
I think from what I've seen, I play in a large number of games. I'm more active in some from a Diplo perspective than others, but there are players who enjoy Dominions, but aren't as active on the diplomatic side. And I think as much as testing in the lab helps, I think active diplomacy helps just as much. And I think some players undervalue it, especially when they're in a difficult situation. They kind of focus in and get tunnel vision rather than constantly reaching out and getting a good understanding of the game state and trying to leverage whatever possible changes to help them.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that um, one of the most important Diplo skills. People think one of the most important Diplo skills is how to get into the right wars and have allies, convince people to join you in wars. And that's true, but an equally as important Diplo skill is being able to kind of pleasantly extricate yourself from a war. Not have any bad blood and just be like, hey, this isn't working out for either of us. Let's make peace and attack this other guy.
Yep. And I think,
And many players don't do that. Many players, like you said, they get tunnel vision on the war they're in. They don't consider leaving that war.
yeah,
Um,
and
yeah,
I think some people feel that they fall out of contention if they step out of a war, um, which may be true to a degree, but the dynamics are always shifting. It's good to be flexible.
yeah. I don't think that you necessarily have to, or like it's better to cut your losses, right? You don't want to have a sunk cost fallacy where you go, I've been in this war, I need to win it, or else I'm going to lose the game, because that will definitely lose you the game.
Yep.
And I mean, snowballing is definitely a thing in Dominions, but there is also a lot of comeback potential.
And coalitions exist.
Yeah,
If you back out of a war and get yourself in a good coalition against a game leader and someone else does the heavy lifting, it can turn out quite advantageous.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, we'll call it a wraps and we'll see what happens when we come back. We've got Flegra holding on. We've got Phaecia. I don't know. It might be the end for them. Just given Atlantis and Dragons not currently participating in any activities. Um,
Yeah, it's looking scary, but nothing's happened to them yet.
yep.
We never know what the Diplo is like behind the scenes. We only get the kind of the overview
Yep.
as the omniscience.
Well, appreciate the time, Blackmane, and look forward to our next video.
No problem at all. Me too.